Hello everyone, greetings. You're welcome to my channel. My name is William. I'm a Cameroonian based in Lithuania. So I am making videos on studies in Lithuania. Now, the very last video I made was titled Getting Admission, and on that video I had explained the process of you getting admitted in a university in Lithuania. Now, it simply stems from you going to Google, searching for a university in Lithuania, checking on the courses or programs offered at your level, whether you want to go for bachelor's, master's, or PhD. Check on the requirements to apply, check on the application fee, check on the tuition fee, and then you prepare and then come back and apply. So it's that simple. And always make sure that when you are applying for a university abroad, whether not in Lithuania or maybe another country, make sure that you have to pay the application fee. And the easiest means through which your application fee can be processed is by credit card. Now, I even mentioned that for those of us in Cameroon, it is usually not very easy to get access to a credit card. Our normal means of e-transfer is by mobile money, which is not applicable here in Lithuania or in other countries in Europe. So I always recommend that you guys use the BitSeeker. BitSeeker is an app on Play Store or even on iStore where you can easily generate what we call virtual credit cards. Now, virtual credit cards also act as credit cards, though they are not physical. Now, you can use these virtual credit cards, you can recharge them with money through mobile money, MTN or Orange, or through other means. Now, when you recharge them, you can use them to pay your application fee. Now, it makes the transaction process very simple. So I recommend that you check on BitSeeker. BitSeeker, BITSIKA. So it's very easy to use it. Now, today I will be moving to the next step, which is after getting admission, what else? Going for the visa. Now, stay tuned. So, after sending your documents and then paying the application fee, you just have to wait for a couple of days, maximum 1 month, and then you will get the result of your application. Now, it's very obvious that when you apply using correct and legit documents, no fake documents, provided all your documents are legit, trust me, you get admitted. It's very easy. Don't just use fake documents, okay? So, let's just say, congratulations, you got admitted. Now, what else? Normally, just like in state universities in Cameroon, when you apply, they'll screen your application and then the result of the application will come out. You go and check if you were admitted. Now, once you see that you are admitted, what do you have to do? You have to start processing documents and then you pay your tuition fee. So, like universities here in Lithuania, once you are admitted, the very first thing you will do in order to secure your admission is to pay your tuition fee. So I'm assuming that during your application process, you must have seen the amount of the tuition and you must have been ready, by making that amount available so that once you are admitted, you pay. So after you have been offered the admission letter, the very next thing is for you to make payment of your tuition fee. Make payment of your tuition fee. Now, this payment is required in order to secure your admission spot. And once the payment is confirmed at the university, then it is deemed that you are now officially a student in that university in Lithuania. So the only thing left for you to be physically present is to get the visa. Now, that is the big one. That is the ultimate process. That is the actual reason. That is the goal of getting the visa. Now, you need to get a student visa to come to Lithuania to study. Now, the problem is there any Lithuanian embassy in Cameroon? There is none. Checking out our neighboring countries like Nigeria, Benin, Equatorial Guinea, Central Africa, there is none. So that's the deal. So this is what you need to know. The closest country which has the Lithuanian embassy, the closest African country to Cameroon which has the Lithuanian embassy is Egypt. We also have South Africa, which has a Lithuanian embassy, but comparing the distance to Cameroon is very far as compared to that of Egypt. Now, there are two ways through which you can go through the visa application process. There is a body called VFS Global. VFS Global. Now, this body is known worldwide actually for mediating in visa application process. That is, they stand between visa applicants and embassies, meaning that if an embassy is not found in your country, then VFS should be in your country such that you now send your visa application through that VFS. The VFS will process it, carry it to the embassy you are applying for, the nearest one, because normally that embassy will not be found in your country. So like the case of Lithuania, you can process your visa application through VFS Global, and then they'll carry it to the nearest country which has the embassy, maybe Egypt or maybe South Africa or maybe Dubai, based on what they feel like, to do. So there are two ways. It's either you go through VFS Global or you go to the country where the embassy is found itself. My case, for example, I had to go to Egypt. I was in Cairo for 1 month. So in the course of me preparing documents, that's after tuition fee was paid, in the course of me preparing my documents to go and submit to the Lithuanian embassy in Cairo, I was equally preparing documents to submit at the Egyptian embassy in Yaoundé so that I will be granted a visa to go to Egypt. Now, for those who will not want to go through VFS Global, those who want to go to Egypt directly, this is what you need to know. Now, you need to know that your documents have to be in two folds. One fold is meant for the Lithuanian embassy in Egypt. One fold is meant for the Egyptian embassy in Yaoundé. Why? Because the Egyptian embassy has to give you a visa through which you can be able to use and travel to Egypt. Okay, so both of them are very important at that particular point. So it actually means that you have a lot of work to do. Now, if you want to get a visa to Egypt, this is what you need to do. Just go online and search Egyptian Embassy Yaoundé. Get their email address. It's very simple. You write to them that you are planning to visit the Lithuanian embassy in Cairo to apply for a student visa to study in Lithuania. So you wish to know the requirements. They are going to reply you, and they will reply you with attached files, about two. One of the files will be an application form which you will fill online to apply for the Egypt visa. Then the other file will be the other requirements which you will need to submit to the embassy, to the Egyptian embassy, so that they will grant you a visa. Now, what are these documents that you need to submit at the Egyptian embassy? If I can recall, I'm going to mention them here. So these are the documents which you will need to submit at the Egyptian embassy. Now, the form that they send to you to fill online, you need to fill it online and then you print it out. So you are printing it out when it's already filled, computerized. I don't know the kind of software they use in designing a form, but you fill it online when you download it. Now, the next document is a proof of appointment to show that you really have an appointment at the respective embassy in Egypt. Now, this appointment is gotten from the VFS Global website. The idea is before you go to the Lithuanian embassy in Egypt, you need to book an appointment, and the appointment is booked through VFS Global. So you visit their website, vfsglobal.com, you create your account, then you book an appointment in the respective embassy. There are different embassies in Egypt, and VFS Global connects them. So the idea is you the visa applicant, cannot access an embassy in Egypt. You must go through VFS Global. So you create your account, then you book an appointment choosing your own embassy. In your case, it will be Lithuania. For those who want to go to other countries, maybe Canada or Austria or Estonia or Latvia, you also select that. Select the city, whether it's Cairo or maybe Alexandria. There's another city called Alexandria in Egypt, which equally has a lot of embassies. So select Cairo, is recommended since that's a capital. Now, you select that, you fill the other details, you select your appointment date. Not every date is open, so select the ones that are there. Now, once everything is done, you print it out. Normally, it will be sent to your email. So you print it out. That is one of the documents. So it's proof of appointment. That proof of appointment will show the date and the time that you're supposed to be at that embassy in Cairo. So you submit that document. So that's two. So first is the application form that was sent by the Egyptian embassy through the email. The number two is the proof of appointment through the VFS Global. The third one is proof that you have paid tuition fee at the university you are claiming to want to attend in Lithuania or maybe in Latvia or any other country you're going to. So you need to show them like something called SWIFT. They insist a lot on SWIFT. So that SWIFT is like part of your bank statement. So if you pay through a certain bank, you just ask them to print that part which shows that you actually paid that fee to that university. So you print it out, you attach it and submit. The next one is health insurance. Now, most of you maybe wonder, where can I get health insurance? Where can I get health insurance? That's actually the easiest document for you to get. Now, I recommend that you guys go for SwissCare. SwissCare, SWISS, then care, CARE. It's one word. SwissCare, but make sure that the C for care is capital. Now, you can Google that, SwissCare. They are very reliable. The insurance is quick. You don't go through documenting processes, no. And I also recommend that you use Bitsica when you are paying for this SwissCare because they have the option of paying by credit card. So always go for Bitsica, generate your credit card, your virtual credit card, load it. When it's time for you to make payment for SwissCare, you just make payment. They already have prepared insurance policy for international students who wish to study in Lithuania. Their own is very swift. So all you need to do is just go to their site, select the policy you want. Is it study in Latvia or study in Holland, study in Lithuania? Once you choose study in Lithuania, a form comes out. You fill your details, name, date of birth, number, email, all of that. After that, it goes to the payment page. You use your Bitsica virtual credit card, you make your payment, and your insurance is sent to your email address immediately. So it's very fast. Don't bother yourself going through these other insurance companies where you need to fill things, you need to wait for days. No, with SwissCare, it is per second. And the important thing about them is that they have an app on Play Store where you can download the app, and then with that app you'll be able to edit some elements of your insurance. Like maybe when you were filling it, you were still in Cameroon, so you actually use a Cameroon number, and then once you've moved over to Lithuania or maybe in the other country you went to, you normally have to buy a foreign number. So with that, their app on Play Store, you can edit your phone number, change it and put the new number. You can equally edit your email address, but the thing that cannot be changed is your name. Your name is going to be there permanent because it's your policy. So it's very easy. So go for SwissCare. Very easy. It is per second. You don't waste time. The next one is a bank statement. So normally you need to show proof of funds to show that you have money to be able to stay in Egypt for the duration that you'll be going. So 1 million is 1 million francs is too much. It's very okay. That's like about $2,000 stuff. So that's very fine. Or even between 800,000 to 1 million, it's fine. However, for those who do not have money or those who are being sponsored using their brothers or relatives bank statement, it also has to come with an affidavit of support to show that this person is the one sponsoring you. So that's all. So you don't need to bother about that. The next one is a non-conviction. You know where to do that, where you were born. The next one is the fee, which you need to pay. It's about Mine was 90,000. I don't know, maybe it has changed. Make sure. But when they send you the email, when they reply your email, you'll see the amount there. Then there is this document, a small yellow booklet that is for yellow fever and polio. You need to do that. You need to do that. For those who want to do that in Douala, you go to Bonanjo at Centre de Vaccination in Bonanjo, and you do that there. So these are the documents which you need to submit at the Egyptian embassy to get the Egypt visa. And the question you ask me now is, how long does it take? Maximum is 2 days. 2 days, 48 hours, provided all your documents are authentic, you get your visa. So the thing is, once you submit it to the Egyptian embassy, they approve it. Okay, they will bring you a small paper that will show that your document has been accepted, and then you need to now come on this day. The date will be written on that small paper. So it is usually maybe the next day or maximum next 2 days, which is 48 hours maximum. So you just come and then you get your passport. Oh, please, one of the documents to submit is passport normally, because the visa will be put inside. So you give it with them, you come back maximum 48 hours, you get your passport with your visa inside. Very easy. So that's it. That's for the Egypt process. Now, what will happen now to the Lithuanian process? That's the main process, right? So you have succeeded to get the documents for the Egyptian embassy, and then you'll be granted your visa. And the visa that they'll give you, since they know that you are going to an embassy, is for 30 days. 30 days visa. The visa will be valid from the moment you leave Cameroon, because when you're passing through the airports, whether it's Douala or Yaoundé, it will be stamped. When you get to Egypt, it will be stamped. So the Egyptian authorities will be counting your days from the day you stepped in. And when you will leave in, they will check if you have exceeded 30 days. If you have exceeded 30 days, well, I don't know, maybe you might be held and question why. But normally you have to explain that you came for this and it was delayed. So it's a 30 days visa that they will give you. Just note that. That 30 days visa is valid within a span of 3 months. And when you step in, they'll start doing the counting and stuff. So you have got the Egyptian visa and you need to go to Egypt, but you need to now get your documents for the Lithuanian embassy in Egypt, because that is actually where you're going to. So for the Lithuanian embassy, since you're going for student visa, you will need to submit your passport. Make sure that your passport is neat. Those who are careless, please don't make a water wet your passport or something stain your passport. Don't try it. Keep it clean, keep it safe, keep it jealously. Very, very neat. I was there, I saw someone whose passport, I don't know what happened. The person was sent out. So be very careful. So that's one. Now you need a passport photo. Now please, even on the website of the Lithuanian embassy, they always stress a lot about the requirement for this photo. It's just one photo, one. They always stress that this photo must have a certain dimension. That is about 35 millimeters by 45 millimeters. Now be very careful. If you want to take the photo in Cameroon before coming, go to a specialist. Don't go for any of the quack they already there around. Go to someone who is good in his job. Show the person the requirements as it is on the Lithuanian embassy website. And there are even samples of the pictures there. There are samples where they have marked X that they don't want such. There are samples where they have marked a tick to show that that is what they want. Show all these things to the person. Make sure that the person is good. Okay? So it's supposed to be a color photo with a white background with that dimension. If you don't take that dimension, your visa will be rejected. So what some people do is that they don't even take a picture in Cameroon. They come to the embassy. Then there is a service there for photo. You pay, they take you the photo. So it's up to you. I took the chance of going to a professional in Boya, legendary digital photos at Moliko, just opposite the university. The guy is good. They took my photo. I showed them the dimension. They took the photo, and that's the photo I used. So they'll normally give you like 6 or 8 photos, but the embassy needs just one. They will take it and assess it if it meets the requirement. If not, I don't know. So be careful with the photo requirement. The next thing is a number known as the mediation number. Now, this one is given to you by the school. The school prepares a document known as a mediation letter, which they will submit to the Migration Department of Lithuania. They submit it. It's not your problem. What they need to give you is the number of that mediation letter. So they will send it to you by email. All you need to do is to print the email address that is sent about the mediation number. So it is just that printed email that you just submit. So there's nothing about that. So always make sure that you remind them, because some schools might delay, maybe they have a lot of work and stuff like that. So remind them that you're going to the embassy very soon, so you need your mediation number. Okay. The next one is a bank statement for 6 months period. So if you're the one sponsoring yourself, okay, you print your bank statement for 6 months period to show that it has active movement of funds and stuff like that. If you're not the one sponsoring yourself, if you have a sponsor, then the bank statement for 6 months of your sponsor must come with an affidavit of support. Now, it is very important that within that 6 months, that bank statement should show that this your sponsor has been the one sponsoring your activities about studying abroad, like payment of your tuition fee, payment of application fee, buying you insurance. It should be showing on the balances, because the bank statement for 6 months is going to be a pile of paper which they will normally clip. So it should show those things, that he is actually the one sponsoring you. He paid for my insurance, or she paid for my insurance, tuition fee, application fee, and other stuff. So that will actually reflect that, no, that is actually your sponsor, because they'll check all this. And the account should be active to show that this person has money and is capable of taking care of you. They should not take a dormant account. And they should not just carry some money and go and dump in an account. The embassy has specialists to detect all those things. Okay, take note. Then next one is your health insurance. The same health insurance you use in the Egyptian embassy, you use there. Once you bought your health insurance, it's valid for 1 year. 1 year. Because your student visa is valid for 1 year too. So, like I said, go for Swiss Care. Swiss Care is the best. Then the visa application fee. Normally on the website, it's usually stated that it's about 120 euros. But then there is the visa application fee that is going to the embassy. Then there is the VFS fee, because they are the ones processing your documents. And like I said, you don't get to meet with the embassy. No. The VFS is the mediator between you, the applicant, and the embassy. So all of you go into Egypt to submit your documents, you're actually going to the VFS Global Office. It is known as the Lithuanian Visa Application Center, where there are other representatives of all other embassies. They're not just Lithuania. There's Latvia, Estonia, Holland, Austria, and stuff like that. So you go to the one that concerns you, and then you submit your documents. So you'll be paying 2 different fees, though it will be combined in one. And this is always stated on the website that payment should be in euros, but no. This is what I'll tell you. When you get there, you make sure that you have the sum of at least 160 euros. Change it to Egyptian money. Egyptian money is Egyptian pounds. Then hold it with you. Go there. You might pay less, so just hold more. It's always important to hold more. The worst thing is for you to go and then you hold less, and then you don't have any other money. Your documents will not go anywhere. They will just send you away, and that will be it. You have to book another appointment, and booking an appointment on VFS side is not easy. That's sweat. For those who have done it around this month of June, July, they can tell you it was not easy getting an appointment. So once you have your appointment, make sure everything is ready, okay, so that you don't lose that appointment. So these are the documents which you need to get set, and then you also need to pay for your flight. One of the documents for the Lithuanian embassy is a flight reservation. It's easy to reserve a flight. always make sure that you take a to and fro. That's a round trip to show that you'll be coming back, and the to and fro should be uh, should fall within a span of 1 year. And also a form, a visa application form, which you also fill on the Lithuanian embassy website. Yeah, so you fill all of that, and then you're good to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. um, Next video will be coming up. I'll still do a review on this visa application process. So in case you have any question, you can dump on the comment section. I'll be very glad to respond. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. For those who haven't subscribed yet, that's the button down there, the red button. Just hit on that subscription button and hit on the bell so that when next videos come up, you'll be notified. All right, thank you guys so much. Bye bye.